We may be old, but we can still fight for what's right. October 23rd, 2024, 5-minute editorial. Written by Bob D., narrated by Cedric AI at 1.2x speed. Too long didn't read TLDR. Dentistry and General Advocacy Coalition is fighting to protect the profession, despite some members choosing anonymity due to attacks on their beliefs. While some resolutions were harmful and pushed by the ADA leadership, a grassroots effort, including testimony from both members and non-members, influenced key decisions. Despite feeling disheartened by initial recommendations, the final votes in the House of Delegates moved in the right direction. The coalition is committed to reforming the ADA from within rather than destroying it, believing it's better to push back against harmful corporate influences and guide the organization to represent the true interests of dentists. An ADA trustee once told me that our coalition is nameless and faceless and lacks credibility. People don't like being attacked for standing up for what they believe is right. That's why some members of our coalition choose to remain anonymous. They will step forward when they feel comfortable. This is exactly why I fight for the survival of the ADA. These brave past presidents and current leaders stuck their necks out to push the system to do what's right. There were also people outside our coalition who fought hard, including one in particular who got everyone's attention. He's a fighter, but isn't part of the coalition. He played a huge role in educating me. I also had members reporting to me from different caucuses. It was an incredible display of teamwork. Make no mistake, my role was small. I play the role of a journalist, reporting to keep you informed. I am also an activist, helping those in the coalition achieve their goals and protecting them from backdoor deals and behind-the-scenes bullying. I play the role of the stick to my coalition's carrots. I cannot be pushed or bullied, and if you try to intimidate any of the members of my coalition, or even those outside of it, we will expose you. So if I sound a little aggressive to some of you, this is the reason. We will not repeat the mistakes of the past, pillar number 4. For you to understand the process, resolutions are introduced by different entities, such as councils, districts, delegates, the board of trustees, etc. Then, they are brought up in reference committees, which is where everyone has a chance to comment on them, including members and non-members, delegates and non-delegates. They even allow non-members who are dentists to testify. That's where I testified, voicing many objections to resolutions that were being pushed by the ADA board of trustees and staff. The reference committee members listened to all the objections, but I was quite disappointed and disheartened when they still recommended the resolutions. It felt like the system might be broken. However, what happened on the floor of the House, driven by a grassroots movement from many, convinced the delegates to vote in what we believe was the right direction. At the House of Delegates, we faced many issues. Some resolutions were harmful to the profession, and some of the language was detrimental to our cause. Every word in these resolutions matters. Some become policy. There are those who think the ADA has no power or legislative influence. You couldn't be more wrong. When insurance companies lobby the government with their hundreds of millions of dollars, politicians want to look good in front of their constituents. They want to hear the other side, and they don't come to Facebook groups to ask you or me. They go to the ADA for a response. The terrible NCOIL agreement with insurance companies, a watered-down compact to make it easier for DSOs to move dentists across state lines, and language that would include DSOs in the ADA's definition of inclusivity, were just some of the threats brought forward. By whom? The staff? The board of trustees? Leaders with an agenda? God knows. Here's my interpretation of some key accomplishments. 306, a resolution similar to Massachusetts Question 2, was adopted as policy. This could help undo the damage caused by the NCOIL agreement. 315, new wording was adopted to clarify that the ADA represents dentists, no one else. No need to further explain what a dentist is by describing their work environment. 404, this one was tricky. They bundled several things together to try and pass unfavorable provisions, like allowing initial licensure without any kind of hand skills test. The compact they've been pushing favors DSOs, allowing them to move dentists quickly across state lines. They were also pushing for a path to licensure without hand skills testing. Thankfully, the resolution was split. One part passed, but the problematic parts were referred back to the council, not passed. We want a compact that resembles what physicians have, not what beauticians have. 520. A great resolution ensuring Medicaid laws are enforced in each state was passed. More details on this to come. And there were many more, with various caucuses and individuals stepping up to help reject, approve, or improve them. This is how the process works, and I'm learning it too. Screaming on social media that you're not going to join the ADA, or that they're a waste of time, is nonsense. By doing so, you're helping them pass things that harm the profession. Whether you like it or not, they hold the power, and we are powerless without engaging. They have the resources and influence to shape the future of dentistry. So, do you want to be involved? Or do you want to sit on the sidelines, talking about starting another organization? If I started an organization tomorrow, how many of you would pay $1,000 to join it? If 100 of you did, or even 1,000, that's only $1 million a year, and I'd have to beg for it every year. $1 million budget. The ADA spends almost $3 million on lobbying alone, and has a $150 million annual budget. You want to destroy them? That's destroying ourselves. And any new organization would face the same challenges. The path of least resistance is to reform the ADA. The message is this: yes, we will criticize them. Yes, we will stand up to them. Yes, we will push back against third-party corporate influences. But we will not destroy them. We will strengthen them and guide them to become what we need them to be.